Recording in progress? Well, that's what it just told me. This is Marion Farrell, the Appalachian Irishman. On today's date, the 13th of September, Wednesday, 2023, coming to you live from my home studio office at the house. The background image is a photograph that I took on House Mountain during my hike there on March the 29th of this year, 2023. I'm going to get back out in the woods and do some hiking before too long because it's starting to cool off now that we're into fall. In this episode, I am going to explain how to pronounce Appalachian. Did you catch that? It's easy enough. Appalachian. Ja mógłby uczyć jak сказать Appalachian по-русски, no, я не могу, не буду сейчас. I can, but I won't. I just said in Russian that I could teach how to say Appalachian in Russian, but I said I can't, and I changed it and corrected myself to I won't. Back on the 6th of March of 2006, I published my first article on my website, Appalachian Irishman. And it was entitled How to Pronounce Appalachian. That article still gets comments often enough, 35 comments, I believe, so far. And the article is viewed almost daily. It's my most viewed article still yet, and it was 17 years ago. About 3 years and 9 months or so after I published that article on December the 12th of 2009, I published another article that just has a revisiting of that initial article on March the 6th of 2006, in which I engaged some comments that were made in that original article. This episode is the 17th episode of Appalachian Irishman podcasts, and it will be embedded in the article that I published on the website today's date. But to cut to the chase, I was born and raised in Northeast Tennessee, and around in these parts of Appalachia, we say Appalachia, Appalachian. I know that in the more northern areas of the Appalachian mountain range, that folks up that way, whom I might call in a polite and somewhat humorous manner, Yankees. The Yankee Appalachians may pronounce it, and oftentimes do pronounce it with a soft sound, Appalachia. Appalachia, something like that. I think they say Appalachia. That's not the way we say it down this way. In this neck of the woods in Northeast Tennessee, it is pronounced Appalachian. Appalachian Mountains, Appalachian Trail, my website, Appalachian Irishman. All right. Now, I like to stir a little bit of fire every now and then by just digging in that article again. Might as well, and actually include this podcast. So I hope you've enjoyed this podcast. By the way, the article is going to conclude with a very good episode by Donnie Laws on his YouTube website. And I hope that you watch that episode because he is really good at what he says. And it has a lot of insight on Appalachia. So this episode on YouTube, Appalachian Irishman podcasts, will be embedded in the article on my website, AppalachianIrishman.com, here in just a little while. But do listen to the Donnie Laws YouTube episode that is also going to be in that article. Well, I might as well wind up getting off of here because I'm going to have to go peel some taters for the wife here in a little bit for supper time. I have to peel the taters when we need more taters. You see, you say taters. You don't say potatoes or potatoes. You say taters around this neck of the woods. By the way, have you ever hiked up a fire tire? Now, y'all figure out what that means. Make a comment if you want to. Enjoy talking with you. Mary and Farrell, the Appalachian Irishman, signing off. Have a good day. God bless. Keep turning right and going straight out there.